Chairman Rogers, Ranking Member Smith, and distinguished members of the committee. Thank you for inviting me to appear today to discuss the Department of Defense Office of the Inspector General's comprehensive independent oversight of U.S. security assistance to Ukraine, as well as our active participation in a whole-of-government approach to ensuring robust oversight of the full range of American assistance. During the year following the 2022 Russian invasion, the DoD OIG completed 4 Ukraine-related oversight projects, with a 5th report released just yesterday. We currently have some 20 ongoing and planned audits and evaluations that are focused on, among other things, ensuring that tax dollars are used properly, that there's appropriate accountability for weapons and other material, and that U.S. stocks are appropriately replenished so they're available should they be needed elsewhere. Additionally, the DoD OIG's Defense Criminal Investigative Service is actively engaged in conducting fraud prevention and investigative activities that play a critical role in ensuring the integrity of U.S. assistance to Ukraine. The DoD OIG currently has more than 90 professionals engaged in oversight of security assistance to Ukraine. In 2022, we issued 2 management advisories that identified several areas of concern that could directly impact the DoD's ability to transparently track and report the supplemental appropriations for Ukraine. Earlier this year, we initiated an audit examining DoD's execution of funds appropriated to assist Ukraine. We have long been focused on end-use monitoring, known as EUM, and enhanced end-use monitoring, or EEUM, the DoD's tracking of how our country's partners employ military assistance and sensitive equipment after those assets are transferred to them. As early as 2020, we issued a report on how the DoD was conducting EEUM of military assistance to Ukraine. In October 2022, we published a classified report that identified challenges DoD personnel responsible for EUM and EEUM face when there are limited or no U.S. personnel present, and the actions the DoD was taking to address those issues in Ukraine. As the situation on the ground has continued to evolve, we recently initiated our 3rd evaluation on EEUM in Ukraine, and we will continue to focus on this important area. Yesterday, we publicly released our most recent report related to the Ukraine effort, making recommendations to assist the Army with its maintenance, inventory, and other processes for pre-positioned equipment in the region. In addition to the topics above, our ongoing and planned projects cover the waterfront of American security assistance to Ukraine, addressing critical issues like the replenishment of U.S. stocks, intelligence sharing, security control for the transport of weapons and equipment, their maintenance and sustainment, awards of non-competitive contracts, and the training of Ukrainian armed forces. And as noted at the outset, DCIS agents are drawing on their experience around the world to conduct outreach and investigations to help prevent and address fraud or other criminal conduct. We are not conducting this oversight alone. We are partnering closely with the Department of State OIG and the U.S. Agency for International Development OIG and many others across the oversight community in a coordinated approach to ensure comprehensive oversight of all U.S. assistance to Ukraine. Along with our oversight partners, the DoD OIG established and leads the Ukraine Oversight Interagency Working Group, which brings together 20 oversight entities in a whole-of-government approach. Just last month, my office and the state and USAID OIGs, in coordination with the larger working group, published our Joint Strategic Oversight Plan, which publicly describes our completed and ongoing work. As detailed in the plan, we are employing the proven model that has been used for years to ensure comprehensive oversight of overseas contingency operations, and we will work together in this effort for as long as the conflict and the need for oversight continue. At the end of January, I traveled with the leaders of the state and USAID OIGs to Germany, Poland, and into Ukraine in order to obtain the latest on-the-ground perspective, to build on our coordinated approach, and to deliver an unambiguous message to American and, in Kyiv, high-level Ukrainian officials about the expectations for accountability for U.S. assistance. The trip made clear that the situation is fluid and calls for continuous, agile oversight. The DoD OIG, working hand in glove with our oversight partners, will continue to make independent oversight of assistance to Ukraine a matter of the highest priority, and we will continue to keep the Congress and the public informed about our work. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today, and I look forward to your questions.